How's it going, y'all? This is McFrostyBoy, and today I'm bringing you a simple technique for getting unstuck during fights in Apex Legends. If you ever get lost in a fight, resist the temptation to autopilot. Go through the big three in your head and ask yourself, can I do any of these things? We'll go into more detail later on. If you're looking for more videos on how to improve at Apex Legends, make sure to check out the rest of my channel, where I provide daily uploads on ways to improve, as well as weekly deep dive on key concepts in Apex Legends. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see more videos like these. How's it going, y'all? This is McFrostyBoy. Today, we're going to be going through a tactical training camp segment. We'll give you a few pieces of advice that will help you figure out what to do while you're fighting. If you're ever lost in the middle of a big fight like this one, for example, not sure what you should be doing, then this series is just for you. As I was saying before, we were so rudely interrupted by 5 different squads jumping down our throats at the beginning of the game. If you're ever lost, not sure what to do when you're playing, and you're in the middle of a fight, you can choose between 3 different things, right? Choosing between these 3 things will help sort of narrow the field of options for you, and I think simplify your decision-making process so that at least you'll always be doing something effective. Might not always be like the most optimal thing, varies from situation to situation, but you'll definitely be able to do something that is valuable. So the first and most obvious thing is you can shoot, right? That's, I think, the go-to option that most players will select, and there are situations where you're going to want to shoot, right? You're looking for damage, and you're looking to punish the enemy for making a mistake either positionally, I mean, like, honestly, like, just positionally. So if their positioning is poor, then that's what your objective is to punish that by firing on them. Or if they're not paying attention to you and they're shooting on, like, one of your teammates, etc. That's your first option, right? Pretty straightforward. Your second option is to heal. So if you're missing any HP whatsoever, healing is always like a really valid option. Helps widen your margin of error. And like losing all of your HP is technically the failure condition of the game. So if you lose all your HP, right, you lose the game. So if you don't want to let that happen. Okay, so as I was saying, the second option you have is to heal. Healing, gets you further away from the failure condition, which is, losing all your HP, which is how you lose the game in Apex Legends. So you can't find someone to effectively shoot on, and you're still like confused as to what you should be doing. Finding a way to safely heal is always a great option. Looking for ways to stand outdoors, places to stand and cover, helps widen your margin of error and give you more opportunities to shoot later on. So instead of just running around crazily, right? It's like if you don't know like where the enemies are and like where your next shot's going to be coming from, then take the time to heal. The last option is going to be to reposition. So if you're ever in like a particularly bad situation, you can like reposition. You can also like just, find like a way to like get some additional high ground on enemies, open up some new lines of fire, maybe like flank a little bit. So that's like your third option. So you can choose between any one of these 3 options. I typically will say like that, like if you're ever like at a loss of what to do, repositioning, trying to find your way to high ground is usually my go-to. The reason why is because like being in a good position like leads to the other 2 things, right? So if you're in a good position, then you're going to have more options of people to effectively shoot on, and you're going to have like more safety and cover to work with so that you can like heal. Those are like the big 3. So if you're ever sort of like at a loss of like what you should be doing, try one of those 3 things. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. What you don't want to do is just sort of like run around all crazy like, right? So like when you reposition, you're repositioning because you want to enable your ability to shoot, or you want to be able to get into a position where you can heal safely. Always like do it for a reason. Don't just like run around because you're bored or you feel like you should be doing something.